It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. It's going to be a great weekend. Maybe you're starting it early. Regardless, the weekend is here. So we'll do some news and talk about weekend stuff.
All right, heads up. If you are driving in Springfield today, Grant Avenue will have even more lane closures than normal during the renovation period. Parts of Grant are being resurfaced starting today, and the work will continue through next week. Grant Avenue is being turned into a parkway between downtown and Sunshine. It's going to be awesome eventually.
Yeah, it's been a long haul, especially, I mean, we don't even drive there very often, but the times that I have, I'm ready for that thing to be done. So I can imagine what people who need to drive it to work are feeling like. Long haul. Looks like Missouri voters will decide if sports gambling should be legalized in the state. A group that supports legalized sports betting says it has well more than the 180,000 signatures it needs to get the issue on the ballot. Missouri's pro sports teams are in favor of legalizing sports gambling in the state, which is interesting because the NBA just banned Toronto Raptor Jonte Porter, who used to play at the University of Missouri. Apparently, he shared confidential information with bettors about the team and then limited his own playing time to fulfill certain bets. It's the first time in 70 years that the league has banned a player for gambling. And I think I'm a little shocked that all these sports teams and leagues want it to be everywhere, legalized sports betting, because
short-sighted.
Because it's going to lead to more things like this. Because if a player is he's a mediocre player, but they've got parlay bets on whether he scores over or under 16 points, he can affect that.
Yeah.
Very easily. This Jonte Porter is accused of coming out of the game saying that he was not feeling well very early in the game. So he went so the people who he was talking to bet the under and nailed it. So there's a lot of chances for this kind of cheating. The more, it used to be, you did it illegally. There were bookies involved. But it was a small number of people. Now, if everybody's doing it, the players can do it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a mess, and I don't understand how they don't see it.
Well, it's a
mess.
When I lived in Las Vegas, I went to school at UNLV, and I graduated from there. Back when I was going to school in the early 90s, Las Vegas couldn't host anything college related. Because they were so worried about the look, how it's going to look, because it's where gambling exists. But now Las Vegas has everything. They've got hockey, they've got a football team. So they've got the March Madness will be there, and the Final Four will be there, and I think 28. So they've opened the door to it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Gambling in general, it's a disaster. And this just shows you with Jonte's situation. Anyway, they don't learn. All right. The Battlefield Mall is getting a couple of new stores. One of them is eyeglasses. It's a store for eyeglasses called Warby Parker. The other is Miniso, which is a company headquartered in China. That one makes trendy household items. Its owners say it was created to enable the younger generation to enjoy life through the high quality products and services they have. So Warby Parker, by the way, is headquartered in New York and sells glasses, contacts, and accessories.
I've never heard of either of those.
My dog literally just bit my toe, just so you know. That's neither here nor there.
Okay. I've never heard of Warby Parker or Miniso. So, all right, Missouri State head basketball coach Conzo Martin is building his team. He now has 3 players committed to the team. The latest is a 6'2" All-State guard out of Kansas, Zaxton King. Conzo, of course, is back as head coach of the Bears after 13 years away, coaching for University of Missouri, California, and Tennessee. He spent 3 seasons as MSU's head coach from 2008 through 2011.
Yep. 3 players already committed. That's kind of cool.
It's quick. It happened fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we will see how this goes. The owner of the St. Louis Cardinals is reportedly thinking about asking taxpayers to foot the bill for improvements to Busch Stadium, which opened in 2006, which is crazy to think we're getting on 20 years old for that place. I was there.
I can't even believe that.
I can't either.
That I cannot believe.
I can't either. If timing is everything, it might be wise to wait, though. Fans aren't in the best frame of mind right now for the Cardinals. The Cardinals finished in last place in their division last year. They're not setting the world on fire right now either. Busch Stadium just had its smallest crowd ever for a night game. The general manager was booed on opening day. Also, just a couple of weeks ago, voters in Kansas City, as you'll recall, said no to paying for a new Royals Stadium and improvements to Arrowhead, which just happens to be where the Chiefs are reigning Super Bowl champions 2 years in a row. So if that doesn't make taxpayers want to build a stadium, I don't know what will, but it apparently hasn't. For his part, Cardinals owner Bill DeWitt said it is premature to say the team will ask for taxpayer money.
Here's a blast from the past. Amy Grant is coming to Springfield in concert. Yeah. Tickets go on sale this morning at 10 a.m. She'll perform at Juanita K. Hammonds Hall for the Performing Arts on September 28th. She is known for being the biggest start of Christian music in the 1980s. And then in the 90s, she went secular and had some popular pop songs as well. Yeah. In all, she has sold more than 30 million albums and won 6 Grammy Awards.
Yeah, it's a lot of awards. I mean, she was
before my time, but she was your time, right?
Yeah, I mean, she was it in contemporary Christian music in the 80s. Like I remember our youth group going to Six Flags to see her. If that tells you anything.
It does, actually. It does tell me something.
We were on a family vacation a few years ago, and I was playing it for the kids, just like the old time music. Yeah. And they like Amy Grant. They like Amy Grant. So
yep. That's funny. Okay. Don't forget, tomorrow, the Springfield residents can get rid of some bulky items, some things that you might have around the house that are hard to get rid of. The Clean Green Springfield drop-off is tomorrow at 404 North Jefferson. So these are things like mattresses, old tires, furniture that you can take and drop off for free, thanks to Clean Green Springfield. By the way, not everything can go there. No yard waste, no TVs, no computers, and no appliances that have refrigerants.
No paint.
No paint. Yeah. It's probably going to be crazy busy. So brace yourself for a wait, but take heart, because
now's your chance. I mean,
service. Yes, it's an awesome service, and otherwise it doesn't come around very often.
That's true.
All right. Also, tomorrow is Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA. That means that there will be free admission for all kids to the Y. They'll have games and activities intended to help grow healthy kids. You can check it out at the YMCA on Republic Road tomorrow. Also, don't forget, at aroundtheozarks.com, we have information on our different contests, such as the Mother's Day contest, where you will get a gift card and flowers. You can enter to win that. St. Louis Cardinals tickets. So don't forget to check out aroundtheozarks.com contest and events. This weekend is the big community kickball tournament. So that's fun. That's on Sunday at noon. So just lots of different fun things to do. So
plenty going on.
Give her a look.
Last weekend, the boy and I went to see Kansas City Sporting take on Inter Miami, which is Lionel Messi's team, the greatest player of all time. And that was a lot of fun.
And you guys got to see him score.
He scored a goal and had an incredible assist. I mean, the assist was as impressive as the goal, honestly. But this week we're going back. So we're gonna see KC Sporting 2 weekends in a row. This weekend they're playing St. Louis, which is the team that I follow and cheer for now that they exist. This is their second year. So we're excited about that. The girls are going to go, and you're not. You're going to stay here.
I know. And it's my birthday and our wedding anniversary. And just when you guys thought that Ethan was the greatest husband known to mankind, I mean, and I thought he was too, but I guess I was wrong.
Turns out I'm not.
Turns out he's not.
In my defense, all of this was planned many moons ago, and the girls were not going to go because Sarah had other things to do, and we were going up for a soccer tournament because the boy's playing soccer while we're up there. So his team is getting tickets to the game. And then we ended up getting 2 extra tickets, and the girls wanted to go because they were jealous about last week. Sarah couldn't come until, because you're speaking Saturday morning, you couldn't be there till like 5 Saturday, and we're going to the game at 7, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
we'll celebrate your birthday Monday.
Yes, Ethan's taking off work. It's going to be the greatest day, and I can't wait.
I don't know. Don't build it up that much. I don't know if I can live up to the greatest day.
Listen, all we have to do is go hiking. Let's just have a nice day. Let's just have a nice day. It's going to be the greatest.
And then we'll see where it goes from there.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, everybody. Happy weekend. We have made it. You're here.
I like low expectations.
This is true. Sometimes I tell people Ethan's funny. He's like, would you stop telling people that I'm funny?
Right.
Because then if I'm not, then I'm not. And I don't want their expectation to be too high.
Yeah. Who are they? I don't have to perform for them.
He's pretty funny. It's a true story.
All right. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Friday. It's April 19th, and we are dealing with a cool down today in the Ozarks, and it's a little bit cool out there early this morning. Temperatures are in the mid-40s, and it's breezy. Winds are out of the north, and they'll remain out of the northeast later today. I think winds calm down a little bit by mid-morning, so just a breeze expected by this afternoon, but a little bit gusty this morning with winds gusting to 20 miles an hour before 10 a.m. That makes temperatures feel more like 40 degrees, so jacket weather if you're heading out the door right now. We're going to end up being cooler this afternoon too, with temperatures only able to top out in the low to mid 60s across the region today. The good news in the forecast today compared to yesterday, no severe weather. In fact, I think we stay rain-free through the course of the afternoon. I don't have much in the way of rainfall for us today, but some shower chance may return overnight tonight. And I do have at least a small chance for a few light showers in the forecast for the weekend. Shouldn't be a washout of a weekend, but a few showers here and there can't be ruled out. And we will also be dealing with the cooler temperatures as we head into the weekend forecast. That's a headline for you. You'll notice the cool down today. I have a high temperature of about 64 degrees here in Springfield. That's a cool down compared to where we've been earlier this week and will remain below average both Saturday and Sunday. Next week, however, temperatures start to recover, so we will get the warmer air back in here. Rain chances really start to go away across the Ozarks today, but there's rain focused back from Texas, back through Louisiana, all the way up through the Tennessee Valley and into the Ohio River Valley today as well. I think we hold on to a good deal of cloud cover in the Ozarks. There will be a north breeze. It's not going to be a great day to be outdoors, but not the worst either. I think you can still get outside if you want that afternoon walk. We will be dealing with above to normal temperatures as we head into most of next week. And next week is looking a bit unsettled too. I have multiple chances for rain on the way as we head into the forecast period Monday through Friday of next week's forecast. So today we're looking at high temperatures generally in the mid 60s across the region, mostly cloudy skies though today. A few showers move into the Ozarks after midnight tonight. We could wake up to some of those on Saturday morning. Showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. I really think even that is going to be a stretch. Definitely no severe weather for the weekend, which is great news for us. A continued cool down, though, can be expected on Saturday afternoon. High temperatures still only in the 60s, low 60s for most. And by Sunday, we're still dealing with those cool temperatures, either side of 60 degrees for the high temperature, but cloud cover begins to diminish. A couple of chilly mornings with temperatures near 37 for Sunday and Monday mornings. But next week, we start to warm things up again, and high temperatures on Monday are back into the mid-60s with sunshine. We'll also get another chance for rain leading into the Ozarks as we head into Monday night of next week into Tuesday and Wednesday. Around the country, what's making headlines are these showers and thunderstorms and cooler weather happening for the southern plains today. We also have a wintry mix on the radar. If you look really carefully, wintry mix for the central high plains expected today. Thankfully, it's not going to be that cool here in the Ozarks. We are also talking about an unseasonably warm temperature forecast for much of the southern United States. All of our friends in the southern tier of the country getting a little taste of summertime with temperatures well into the upper 80s. All right, it's time for our Friday edition of the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia Question, sponsored by Scooters Coffee, where every single day you have a chance to win a $20 gift card to Scooters. Thank you so much, Scooters, for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here is the question that I left you with yesterday. It has to do with a bit of history. The spacesuits for the first moon landing were made by which company? And the options that I gave you were A, Hamilton Standard, B, Boeing, C, Playtex, or D, Lockheed Martin. Well, indeed, it is the one not associated with aeronautics. It is C, Playtex. An improbable story. And if you have seen the movie Hidden Figures, it is touched on there. So you may have known the answer to this question if you have seen that movie. But yes, the bra maker Playtex won the right to make the astronaut spacesuits. The women's undergarment company beat out many other defense contractors for the contract to make the iconic Apollo spacesuits. I had an opportunity to see these at the Smithsonian. They actually have a display. There's so many of them. I mean, at least 20 different spacesuits through the years, and it's totally incredible. But designing a spacesuit is no easy task. It's an underrated technical challenge of going to the moon, but of course it has to withstand all the pressure and elements that it's going to be exposed to. But it also has to be incredibly flexible. And this is where the company Playtex really won the contract. They had to be very tough, withstanding temperatures from 500 degrees to minus 208 degrees when astronauts were wearing them, but they had to be flexible. The task here, it was detailed that astronauts had to be able to pick up a dime easily while wearing the gloves that would go on the spacesuits. It's a long story, a pretty fascinating one, but if you look this up, actually, the defense contractor that wanted the job was Hamilton Standard, and they were going to contract out Playtex for some of the elements of the suit. They ended up getting rid of them, trying to do it themselves. There was a whole competition where NASA said, okay, we're going to have companies invited. You can participate and submit a design. Playtex was not even invited. However, the company officials said, hey, we want in on this competition. They flew to Houston. They begged to be allowed to submit a suit at their own expense. It was tested alongside all the suits from all the other different contractors, and it easily was the winner. So Playtex, C, the answer today. All right, here's the question that I'll leave you with and have the answer for this one on Monday morning. Do you know this? What percentage of nurses in the United States are men? Do you think it is A, 10%, B, 12%, C, 14%, or D, 16%? You can submit your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Make sure you head on over to the website and submit your guess there. Thank you so much for listening on this Friday. I hope you enjoy the cool down in the forecast. A little bit chilly over the weekend, chance for showers tomorrow, but nothing overwhelming. Don't cancel any plans over it. Also, over the weekend, if you want to think early about that gift for mom, we have an awesome Mother's Day contest running on aroundtheozarks.com. Head on over to the website. You can win mom an awesome floral arrangement and a gift card to dinner at Civil Kitchen. Aroundtheozarks.com for that. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll chat again on Monday.